Welcome to the Uncle's channel. Thanks for watching today, and I am generally a gaming channel. However, today we are working on a 2015 MacBook Pro because my wife, this is her computer, she came to me and said that the fan would just not ever shut off. Just a constant, full-blown, full-powered fan, always running, just a you know the fan noise. But anyway, that is generally a symptom that the battery has gone bad. And sure enough, when I open it up, you can see here the battery is very puffy. This battery has gone bad for a good long while. And that's probably what's happened to yours if the fan is just constantly on high power. So today we're going to look at how to replace a battery in a 2015 MacBook Pro. All right, I've already taken all of these screws out up here. And when you do take them out, these two are separate than the rest of them. So just sort of keep an eye on where you place them. So make sure you put them back in the correct location. As we're looking at it here, you can definitely tell that this battery down here, it's puffy. It is, it's on its last leg. But when you want to work on a battery, or really anything on a MacBook Pro, the first step you always want to do is disconnect the battery from the logic board. So you're going to take right here, and you can do it by hand or you can use a tool, but you want to disconnect it from the logic board. Now, anytime you disconnect it from the logic board like that, you want to go ahead and drain all power out of the computer. So you're going to want to open it back up here just for a second and hold the power button down for about 10 or 15 seconds. And that just allows every bit of power to drain out of the computer. If you don't do that, you're taking a chance on frying your computer. And obviously, that's the last thing you want to do. You're trying to fix the computer, not destroy the computer. And so that should be at least 10 seconds there. But then you close it back here. All right, so our next step here is we want to remove the trackpad cable here in order to get to the battery itself. So we're going to have to loosen up or take this little piece off right here. So just sort of push it off to the side here. And you can see the trackpad is going to have a screw right there. So you're going to want to use your screwdriver. And I'll put a link down below to all the individual screwdrivers that I'm using here. But right here, you can see we're just going to unscrew this real quick. It should not take long at all. And then there's also a second screw up here. Make sure to get the second screw. And now we can officially lift the trackpad ribbon cable or unplug it here. Now be very careful with this. This one's already been somewhat disconnected because the battery has swollen so much. You don't have to disconnect it down here. You can just sort of leave it hanging back here. It's not a problem, but you want to make sure you do not rip that cable because that is a very important cable when it comes to your trackpad and your keyboard. Now our goal here is just simply going to be to get the main battery itself out. Now, I do recommend a few different tools. Now, the main one I'm going to recommend is going to be almost like a little crowbar. It's all plastic, so you don't have to worry about puncturing the battery as much. And you can see here, it's got like a little flat head on this side. We're going to use it to leverage up underneath the battery. And as we do that, we're going to be spraying adhesive removal at the same time, sort of help loosen up as we go and also get rid of all the extra adhesive so it doesn't cause problems later on. So let's go ahead and pry that battery out. All right, so that is going to be a little bit of a challenge for you to go under there and pry all that loose, but the adhesive is really going to help a heck of a lot on that. And now our goal is to essentially disconnect it from right here as well. And so you just simply pull this little pieces off right through here. And there are going to be two screws, or is it, I guess actually only one screw that's going to be holding this in. And so you unscrew this right here. I take it back, guys. I lied. There is another screw right over here. So let's go ahead and get that second screw as well. All right, now that we've got both those screws out, and honestly, you could have done that step before the prying of the battery if you had wanted. But now you're going to see the battery's going to come right on out in a nice, sticky, gooey mess there. And so you're going to want to make sure you dispose of this correctly. You don't want to just throw it in your average trash can there. You want to dispose of it correctly. All right, so now we're looking at here, and obviously there's some leftover stuff. And if you want to take your adhesive remover and sort of get that last little bit off, I mean, it's not necessary, but might as well clean it up while you're in here. Get it looking spick and span, you know. So let's go ahead and get that last little bit off before we do our last replacement here. All right, so we've got most all the glue out. There's obviously gonna be a little bit of residue here and there, but as long as it's dried off, you should be good to go. And now we're ready for a new battery to be put into the system here. Now the new battery has a little thing on the back here. Peel it off, and that's gonna be our new adhesive to essentially stick to the bottom here. So you just gotta line it up just like it was. My recommendation would be to try to line it up with this hole here and that hole there, so you can put the screws back in. So let's go ahead and get those screws, put them back in. Let's go ahead and put the first screw in. Tighten that little sucker up. There we go. Nice and tight. Get our second screw to go in here. So let's push it down. Now you can see this battery here is a little bit smaller than the other one. That's not a problem. They've probably just made some battery developments as time has gone on. Now make sure you really push it down. Make sure it's nice and firm in there. And you know the reason it's probably smaller? It's probably not. It's just I was so used to the other one being so inflated. You know, it's just an enormous battery. Now we're ready for the ribbon cable. And so we just simply push it down up here and push it back. And it should click right into place there. Just like so. Now we need to screw this back in on top of it. So the first screw's back in. Let's get that second screw back in here. All right, both screws have been put back in now. Now we need to reconnect the logic board to the battery. So let's go and do that next. All right, that does take a little bit of pressure to get in there, but once it clicks, you know it has officially clicked inside there. Also, I did make a small mistake here, guys. I do recommend removing this before you plug the trackpad back in, but that's not going to be a huge deal. We're just simply going to have to finagle around it to pull it out here. Or you could just simply unplug it to get it out. You know, your choice, but you know, small mistake on my part there. All right, so make sure the trackpad is nice and secure again upon the battery. Now we're ready to go ahead and put the screws back in and get this sucker fired back up. All right, we can see the Apple logo coming across here. It is officially loading up as we speak. Now, I do recommend anytime you install a new battery, you let it go all the way to 100%. Keep it charging for at least 2 more hours after that. And then you use the device all the way until the battery is completely shuts off due to low battery. Then you recharge it uninterrupted up to 100%, and your battery should be in top tier condition following that. Now, it's not necessarily required. It's just simply for good battery health. And you can see right there, it's all loaded up, good to go, and you've got yourself basically a brand new laptop. And notice there's no fan noise anymore. Notice the battery's gonna be fully charged. Problem is essentially solved. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Check my other videos listed up above. And as always, go out there, find a great game to play. Simply have a great rest of the day.